Obviously, patients are concerned about outcomes and survival and whether they're going to be cured or not cured. Do you think it's fair to say in this day and age that regardless of cure, we can guarantee a patient that they don't need to be in pain, that they don't need to be suffering with nausea and overwhelming side effects of the disease? Have we got to a point now in palliative care that we can deal with the symptoms that have a huge impact on patient quality of life, not just life expectancy?
Yes. So, I think it's fair to say for most patients, or all patients, we should be able to guarantee that you're not having severe uncontrollable pain. That doesn't mean that you might not have aches and pains, but severe uncontrollable pain. We should be able to guarantee that you're not constantly nauseated and constantly vomiting. Those are things that we should be able to guarantee all patients at this point in medical care.
And where do you see the future of all these treatment armamentariums? Do you think that we still have a long way to go with lung cancer management?
In terms of symptoms
Yes.
for patients, I think there will always be new symptoms as we're trying. The immunotherapies are a great new treatment option, and they have a whole different set of symptoms that patients can develop that we didn't see with more traditional chemotherapies. So I think as newer agents come on the market, we'll just be faced with newer symptoms or things to manage from that treatment. Mm-hmm. And it's just learning what those are and then how to manage them.
Dr. Osmundson, we know that with the excessive use of antibiotics, there's now a whole generation of superbugs that have morphed into being able to survive in an environment where they have developed antibiotic resistance, and we're having to develop more and more drugs to deal with that. Do you think that cancer is going to outwin all of us and morph into, do you think we're going to start seeing more aggressive forms that may evolve into being resistant to immunotherapies? The more we throw at these tumour cells, are they likely to potentially evolve into becoming resistant, where we're just kind of chasing it further and further down the line, or is this all cyber talk?
With respect to any individual patient's tumor, it's a microevolutionary process, and you challenge it with different therapies, and there will be a subset of cells that will be resistant. They may or may not be resistant, I should say. So certainly that's going to happen just based on the kinetics of the tumor. Long term, though, I do think that there's hope for potentially curing stage 4 patients. I think we've seen it in other diseases, and in particular, like head and neck cancer, for example, stage 4 patients can be potentially cured, patients who are technically stage 4. We see it in Hodgkin lymphoma, where we have curability rates greater than 90%. So I just think that we need more research and more time, and ultimately, with the right teams and the right minds, we'll be able to enact some more cures.
Well, maybe within a few years' time, the drug companies will have invented a lung cancer vaccine that we can give to all of our patients. But in the meantime, thank you so much for all the work you do taking care of patients and educating everyone who's tuning into Cure Connections today. Thank you so much.